Spanish video, look in the main page of my YouTube channel that you will find the version of the video in English. This blouse is a size to do this summer blouse. I'm gonna use these crochet thread. I bought them on eBay from China, so they are 50 grams each, and they are a blend of bamboo and cotton. It's like a fine one, and the color is white. They are like a few strands or threads attached together. They don't have a twist, so it get a little bit difficult sometimes to work because they split, but I bought a lot of them, so I have to use them. If you don't have this type of thread, you can use from loops and thread will like simile line. They are 100% 100 grams, 620 meters, 85% acrylic, 15% nylon. You can use this type, or you can use 100% mercerized cotton, fine one. The crochet hook is 2.5 millimeter. You're gonna need tapestry needle and scissors. Something that I wanted to show you is if by any reason you want to slow down my videos, you can go here in the setting in the video and you'll see a speed. You click on the speed, and to the top will be slow and to the lowest it will be faster. You can do this with all my videos or any video in YouTube. So now in this second part we're gonna continue with our blouse. You don't see in part 1, that is how to do the fillet flower. I will leave a link. You will see an eye. You click on the eye and that will show the link for this part of the blouse. So now you're gonna, when you finish the length that you need, you're gonna chain 1, cut the yarn, leaving a tail long enough to sew together these two ends. And that's how we're gonna start this part 2 of the sewing, and it will look like this. And you do see on the right side you don't see the seam, only you feel a little bit thicker. And once you finish sewing the two ends together, what I did, I marked where I'm gonna do my design. The design is multiple of 20 chains, but in here we don't have chains. We have sideways double crochet and sideways 3 chain space, so we have to work with what we have. So I did one design between here. You see the seam is here, and I end up in here. If I count how many spaces I had 10. So this was number 10. So I count again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and number 10 I put in another marker, and so on. I did every 10 space. And the last one I put in number 10, but in here I'm a little bit short, but don't matter because in this side I had the beginning of my row, and if it's perfect because here I do the beginning at the next design at the stitch, and then I count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then here I only missing 1 space because I had to end up in the number 10. So I have 8, I only missing 1, don't matter that it is not exactly the same. Okay, so I'm gonna start it here where I had the seam exactly, and where I have the seam, trying to pass it through. I'm gonna do a slip knot. I always start with a slip knot, that way my work is nice and secure. I'm gonna pass it through here, and I'm gonna do my first chain with both the tail and the working yarn. Just the first chain. Now I'm gonna do 2 more, 1 and 2, that is 3 in total. I pull the tail to make that middle one the same size as the other one. Now we're gonna do a 2 chain for separation, 1 and 2, and in that space you're gonna do 2 more double crochet. 1 and 2, and at the end of this round you're gonna finish with a double crochet in the same space and a slip stitch on the 3rd chain. Okay, that way it's nice and even. So now you're gonna chain 4, 1, 2, 3 and 4, yarn over, you're going to skip 1, 2, 3, and then number 4, because this is in between, it's not in the space, it's in between the seam. This one counts as the first one, so that's 1, 2, 3, and number 4 and the middle chain, because you have 3 chains in there, you will do 3 double crochet, 1 in the same space, 2 and 3, chain 3, 1, 2 and 3, yarn over. You're going to skip one of these and go to the next one and do the same in the center, chain, do 3 double crochet. It has to be in the chain, that way you don't have a hole in there. 1. Sometimes I hate this yarn. I have to work double. Sometimes I leave one of those stranded. So 2 and 3, chain 4, 1, 2, 3 and 4, and you count 1, 2, 3, you see, and number 4 you're gonna do in the center, 2 double crochet, chain 2, 2 double crochet, there, we open the chain space. So 1, see what I mean? When you leave a strand behind, it don't work. 1, 2, chain 2, and 2 double crochet in the same space. And that's the repetition that we're gonna do in this first round, the lower part of our blouse. Okay, you see? We're gonna finish in here exactly the same as this one. This one counts as the first one and the next one already. So again, you chain 4, 1, 2, 3 and 4, yarn over, you're gonna skip 1, 2, 3, and then number 4 in the center chain. When one of the chains don't have to be right in the center, you're gonna do 3 double crochet. 1, 2 and 3, chain 3, 1, 2 and 3, yarn over it, you're gonna skip 1 and go to the next one, and you're gonna do 3 double crochet, 1, 2 and 3, chain 4, 1, 2, 3 and 4, yarn over, you're going to skip 1, 2, 3, and then number 4, you see where I have my marker, that's what you're going to do again, 2 double crochet, chain 2, 2 double crochet. It's very easy. And this year I don't want to cooperate. Look out. 1 and 2 and 2 double crochet. And that's how you're going to continue again. Okay? You chain 4, 1, 2, 3 and 4. You skip 1, 2, 3, and then number 4 again you do 3 double crochet, skip 1, and so on. You see? You're going to have it like this. As long as they look like they have the same space, it's not a problem, okay? You can play with it around. So like that, you're going to continue all the way around. I will show you one more time. 1, 2, 3, 4 chain, yarn over, count 1, 2, 3, and number 4, I will do 3 double crochet. 1, 2, 3. I'm gonna skip one of these. One, you see, those that we are skipping are the rows that we did sideways like this. Now we have them long way. Okay, so I'm gonna skip that one and go to the next one and do my double crochet. Like I mentioned, maybe for you, you have to have, instead of 4, 3 in here, or 2 in between these ones. So you have to play, because I don't know exactly what size are you doing your blouse. So as long as you have like this and 2 of those and like that, don't forget about the spaces in here, okay? As long as they look the same. 1, 2, 3, and 4. You see, 1, 2, 3, and a number 4. I have the marker. To double crochet, chain 2, and to double crochet. So continue working like this, and I will meet you at the end of this round. And you see, this is a repetition that you are doing, okay, over and over. The V stitch or shell stitch, chain 4, 3 double crochet, chain 3, 3 double crochet, chain 4, and the shell or V stitch. I'm gonna finish here, and if I don't mention anything, you don't know that I have 3 space in this side and 3 in the other one instead of 4. Okay, so I did 1, 2, and then the third one I did this one, I skipped one in between, I did the other one, and then 1, 2, 3, and then I'm gonna finish here with a double crochet in the same space that I start the chain 3. Now you're gonna count 1, 2, and in the third chain you're gonna do a slip stitch, and you're gonna do a slip stitch to get in the center of the chain 2 space, and like that you finish this. And like I mentioned, if I don't say anything, you don't know that we have an extra in this one here and only 3 on each side of that one. See, they look pretty much the same. So again, you're gonna start with a chain of 3 plus 2. You always gonna start and end exactly the same. 1, 2, and 3, 2 for separation, and then 2 double crochet. You see, exactly like I start the last row, I start in this one, and then you're gonna finish again with a double crochet here, a slip stitch in the third, and a slip stitch to the center. Always the same. Now you're gonna chain 2, 1 and 2, yarn over, and the first double crochet you're gonna do 2 double crochet, and the first one of these 3, 2 in the first one, 1 double crochet in the center one, and 2 double crochet in the next double crochet. Now instead of 3 you have 5. Chain 2, yarn over, and the chain 3 space in between here and the center you're gonna do a double crochet. Okay, chain 2, yarn over, and the first double crochet of 3 you're gonna do 2 double crochet, in the center double crochet of 3 you're gonna do 1, and in the third one you're gonna do 2 in the same space, 2 double crochet, 1 and 2. Again you're gonna chain 2, yarn over, and then here in the chain 2 space you're gonna do 2 double crochet, chain 2, 2 double crochet. Always that stay the same. Chain 2, you see, we are doing some leaf for the lower part of our blouse, the flowers on the top and the leaf going down. After you chain 2, again you see the next are the 3 double crochet, and the first one you're going to do 2 double crochet, 1 and 2, and the center you're going to do 1 double crochet, and then the last one you're going to do 2 double crochet. So now you have 5 and instead of 3. You're going to chain 2, yarn over, and the chain 3 here, and between those two and the center one you're going to do a double crochet, chain 2, you're going to go to the first double crochet of 3, and you're going to do 2 double crochet in that first one from the row before. And the center double crochet, you're going to do 1 double crochet, and the next double crochet you're going to do 2 double crochet, 1 and 2, chain 2, and again you're going to work in here. You can remove your markers if you don't done so. I have to remove mine. 2 double crochet, chain 2, and 2 double crochet. These always stay the same. The only thing that change is the stitch in between here where we're doing the leaf. Okay, everything else, this one always stay the same. 2 double crochet, chain 2, 2 double crochet, all the way to the end. So you're going to continue with this repetition until you get to the end here. You're going to finish with a double crochet in the same space that you start, and a slip stitch in the third chain, slip stitch on the center, exactly the same. So that is row number 2. I'm going to finish the second row around. I chain 2, and in the same space that I started with the chain I'm going to do my double crochet. I'm going to count 1, 2, and in the third chain slip stitch, and I'm going to do a slip stitch to get into the center of the chain 2. You see, exactly the same as the row before. Again, 1, 2, 3 chain plus 2 for separation. You see, it's always the same, the beginning and end of the round. 2 double crochet. Now for the third round you're going to chain 2, and we're going to decrease those 2 double crochet that we did the increase in the row before and the 2 last one. So in the first one you're going to do a double crochet that you don't going to finish. You have 2 loops, yarn over, you go to the next double crochet, you have 3 loops, you're going to close these 3 loops, and you're going to do a double crochet in the center, and again you're going to decrease the last 2. You're going to do a double crochet that you don't going to finish. Again, go to the last one, do a double crochet, and you're going to close those 3 loops. Chain 3, 1, 2, and 3, and in that center double crochet you're going to do 3 double crochet. 1, 2, and 3. Chain 3, 1, 2, and 3. And again we're going to do the decrease. We're going to do the first double crochet that we don't going to finish. We have 2 loops, yarn over, go to the next one, close those 3, go to the next double crochet and do a double crochet, decrease the last 2, do a double crochet which I finish, and do the last one, chain 2, and do the stitch here. 2 double crochet, 1 and 2, chain 2, and 2 double crochet. And that's the repetition that we're going to do in this round. Like that. So in the first one you have 3 double crochet. In the second one you did an increase and you have 5 double crochet, and in the third one now you're decreasing the increase that you did in each side of the stitch. So again you chain 2, go to the first double crochet that you don't going to finish, you have 2 loops, yarn over, go to the second double crochet, and you have 3 loops, you're going to close those 3 loops, do the double crochet in the center. Now you go to the next one, you're going to do a double crochet that you don't going to finish, and you go to the last one and you're going to work the double crochet. You're going to close those 3 loops, chain 3, 1, 2, and 3, 3 double crochet, and the center double crochet in here, 1, 2 and 3, chain 3, 1, 2 and 3. Again the decrease, you do the first double crochet that you don't want to finish, go to the second one, work the second double crochet, you're going to close those 3 loops, do the center double crochet and decrease the last 2. Double crochet, you don't finish, you go to the next one, do the double crochet, close those 3, chain 2 and then the stitch. That is 2 double crochet, 1 and 2, chain 2 and 2 double crochet. And like that you're going to finish this round. You know, you're going to work this round and finish the same way as you did the row before. Okay, I'm going to finish in here with my double crochet, count 1, 1, 2, and the third one a slip stitch and a slip stitch to the center, 1, 2 and 3 plus 2 for separation, and the 2 double crochet. So these all stay the same. Now we're going to close the top of the leaf because they're a small leaf. What we're doing, so now we're going to chain 1, and to close this one, if you look at your stitch, you have this strand in the top. If you go in there, you will create a little hole, but if you go to this one, there's a little sideways from this double crochet. You will have a perfect center double crochet in the center of those 2 stitches. You will have 1. You're going to do the double crochet, then you're going to finish, you're going to go to the center one again, you're going to do the double crochet, you don't want to finish, and then you're going to go to the last one. And I think in here you can see a little bit better. You have, if you go in that hole, you see don't going to look even, but if you go in this sideways here, in between there, those 2 stitches, and you do the double crochet, and you close here, and it's in the center of the stitches, you see. Now again, you're going to chain 3, 1, 2, and 3. Yarn over, in the first double crochet of 3 you're going to do a double crochet, chain 3, 1, 2 and 3, yarn over, and you're going to go to the last one, skipping the center one, and you're going to do a double crochet. You're going to chain 1, 2 and 3. And again, you're going to close the top of this leaf, and again, I'm going to go in the lower part to have 1 stitch in the center, and the center double crochet, and the last one. You're going to close those 4 loops, chain 1, and you're going to do the stitch in here. And like that, you finish the first leaf. And you create the base of the next one. So this will be the end of this row, or the sign, like that, you see. So then the next leaf will be in here, in between these ones in here, in the center. So again, you will chain 1, yarn over. Again, I'm gonna go in between those stitches, pull 1, and the center one, pull 1, and in the last one, I'm gonna close here, 1, 2, and 3, double crochet, and the first double crochet, chain 3, 1, 2, and 3, double crochet, and the last double crochet. Just keep in the center one, 1, 2, and 3, and then you're gonna close in here. Maybe you don't can see it in my work, but when you look at yours, you will have the straight and then one here sideways. I go under that one sideways. That's where I do my stitch. The center double crochet, and last one. You close the 4 loop, chain 1, and finish here. And like that you're going to continue over and over until you finish this round. In the next round we'll start with row 1 of the leaf motif again. So you see, we close that one there. Okay, I'm gonna finish here. I already did my chain 1, and I'm gonna do the double crochet. I'm gonna count 1, 2, and then the third one, a slip stitch. I'm gonna slip stitch in here, 1, 2, 3 plus 2, and do the 2 double crochet, and we're gonna start row 1 again of the leaf motif. Okay, so we start row 1 with a chain of 4. So we're going to chain 4, 1, 2, 3, and 4, and we did 3 double crochet together. So the 3 double crochet together is going in top of this double crochet. You have to ignore on top of this leaf. That leaf is done. So you go on top of this first double crochet, and you're going to do 3 double crochet. You're going to chain 3, 1, 2, and 3, and in this double crochet you're going to do 3 more double crochet. And now you're going to chain 4, 1, 2, 3, and 4, and you're going to work the stitch in here. Always stay the same. So 2 double crochet, chain 2, and 2 double crochet, 1 and 2, and you see we're repeating row 1. The only difference that the row 1 and here we did in this border, and now we do it in top of the double crochet. Okay, so again you're going to chain 4, 1, 2, 3, and 4, and go all the way to this double crochet and do 3 double crochet, 1, 2, and 3, chain 3, 1, 2, and 3, 3 double crochet and top of the double crochet, 1, 2, and 3, chain 4, 1, 2, 3, and 4, and then again you're going to do 2 double crochet, chain 2, 2 double crochet, and like that is how you're going to do this round and the repetition that we done so far. So it's very easy stitch to do. So like that, and you're always going to finish and start the same way all your rounds. And we're working in the first round of the next leaf motif. I finished that round. I already did my slip stitch in the center here. I don't have to show you that again because you know how to finish each round now. So again, 2 double crochet. Now the repetition of round 2 is 2 chain and increase in the first double crochet. So you're going to do 2 double crochet in the first double crochet, 1 double crochet in the center, and 2 double crochet in the last one, 1 and 2. You're going to chain 2, and you're going to do a double crochet in the center here of these 3 chains, chain 2, again you're going to do 2 double crochet and the first double crochet for an increase, one in the center and 2 and the last one, chain 2, and again you're going to work here 2 double crochet, chain 2, double crochet. These motifs are done in 4 row repetition, so every 4 row or rounds you start to do your leaf. See? Again, chain 2, 1 and 2, yarn over, 2 double crochet and the first double crochet of 3, 1 and 2, 1 double crochet and the center double crochet, and 2 double crochet and the third one for an increase, and 2, chain 2, a double crochet in the center at these 3 chains, chain 2, an increase of double crochet in the first one, so you're going to do 1 and 2 double crochet in the first one, 1 in the center, and 2 in the last one, for a total of 5 double crochet. Chain 2, and again 2 double crochet, chain 2 and 2 double crochet, and like that you're going to continue all the way around. And you start to see the other 2 leaves start to form inside this one. You're going to work in the third round. I already did this here because you know how to do this. So now you're going to chain 2 and we're going to do the decreases. You're going to work in the first double crochet, but you don't want to finish. You go to the next one, do the double crochet, you're going to close those 3 loops, go to the center double crochet and do a double crochet, and now you're going to decrease in the last 2. You're going to do 1. See, you go work in the first one, you don't finish, and you go to the next one, you work the double crochet and you close the 3 loops, chain 3, 1, 2 and 3, and this double crochet in the center here you're going to do 3 double crochet, 1, 2 and 3, and again chain 3, 1, 2 and 3, and again you're going to decrease those 2 first double crochet, you do 1 that you don't want to finish in the first one, you go to the next one, do a double crochet, and you're going to close those 3 loops. This stitch is beautiful for little girl's dress, for a blouse like this, or a skirt, for a woman's dress. It's a really beautiful stitch and very easy. A double crochet in here, and then you're going to decrease the last 2. 1 double crochet with your finish, go to the next one, double crochet, you're going to close the 3 loops, chain 2, and then you're going to do 2 double crochet, chain 2, 2 double crochet. So we have 1 more round to do to finish this motif, and then you will start all over again with row 1. So it's those 4 rows repetition, and it looks really nice. Again, chain 2, you're going to do a decrease in here, double crochet that you don't want to finish, go to the next one, double crochet, and you're going to close the 3 loops, do a double crochet in the center double crochet, now a decrease again, so you're going to do the next double crochet that you don't want to finish and go to the last one, do the double crochet and close those 3 loops, chain 3, 1, 2 and 3, 3 double crochet on top of this center double crochet, 1, 2 and 3, 1, 2, 3 chains, decrease again, one double crochet that you're not going to finish, another double crochet, and you're going to close those 3 loops, double crochet in the center, and decrease in the last 2. So you're going to do this one, you're not going to finish, go to the last one, work with your double crochet and close those 3 loops. Chain 2, 1 and 2, and again in here 2 double crochet, chain 2, 2 double crochet, and like that you're going to work all the way around. I will show you the last round, and then from there you can work until you have the desired length. So I'll show you in the next one, and then you can work until your heart is content. I finished that round, and I'm gonna work in the last one of this motif. I'm gonna chain 1, and I'm gonna do a decrease. I'm gonna come here to the first stitch, pass it through, and don't finish the double crochet. Go to the center double crochet, pass it through. You'll have 3 loops, and go to the last. Remember, I always pass in between those 2, and 1 in the top. 1, 2, 3 chains, and the first double crochet of 3, you're going to do a double crochet, chain 3, you're going to skip the center and go to the last double crochet and do a double crochet, chain 3, and in here you have the stitch, this decrease, pass it through, 1, go to the next one, 1, and to the last one. Pass it through those 4 loops, chain 1, and then do the stitch in here. 2 double crochet, 1 and 2, chain 2, 2 double crochet. Again, chain 1. I'll show you one more time. See, I finished that one there. I'm gonna come here, pass it through that loop, 1 double crochet which I finished, go to the center, a double crochet which I finished, and to the last one, a double crochet, and then you're gonna close those 4 loops, chain 3, 1, 2, and 3, double crochet, and the first double crochet of 3 in the center here, 1, 2, and 3 chains. You have the 3 double crochet, you go to the last one and do a double crochet, chain 3, 1, 2, and 3. You're gonna come to this one and do your double crochet without finish, go to the center, another double crochet where you're gonna finish, and you go to the last one and do the double crochet. You're gonna close the 4 loop, chain 1, and then 2 double crochet, one and 2, chain 2, and 2 double crochet, and like that you're going to continue all the way around, and then you're going to repeat those 4 around over and over until you have the desired length. You see, that's what it'll start to look like. You can give it as long as you want. You can do a blouse, you can do a dress, you can do a bikini cover up. It's up to you the length that you want to give to this piece. So I will work off camera and I will show you how many repetitions I do for mine. I'm almost done this other ball of yarn. So far I like what I see. Okay, so I finished working on the length. I did 7 repetitions of the leaf motif, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7, and I stopped there until I work in the top doing the strap, because I don't want this blouse to be too long. I used already 4 ball of yarn or thread, and I'm working in my 5th, and I hope it's enough to do the straps. Here I finish exactly the same as I work the stitch. I did the slip stitch on the 3rd chain, chain 1, and cut the yarn. So if I had to do more length, I will come to the center of the stitch and here, and I start with a chain of 3 and do 1 more motif. That if I need more length, but I think this is long enough. Now here we're gonna figure out where is the center And to have the center, what I'm gonna do is, in here I have the last flower of 4. I have the beginning of this petal, and I have 1 square, and in the other side I have the same, in the end of this flower, 1 square. And the next one I'm gonna place a marker, that's the center under the arm, and another marker, the same in the other side. That way we know the front and the back. Okay, so we're gonna work the front or the back for the strap, either or, and we almost have our top. I separated more space, and here is where the opening for the front will be, and here in the back. So they are both front and back, and top of this higher petal, you see, and here I only have 1 square left, on top of that one, and here, and the same in the ones in the back. We're gonna start working the decrease in the side and in here to create the strap. Okay, I'm gonna start working in the back first. I want to do the back a little bit higher in here before I just work from these ones. So what I'm gonna do, I need to leave a space for under the arm, and here this is the center marker, and then you can count 1 and 2 and work on the third one, or you can count 1, 2, 3 and work and the number 4 in here, and then you will do the same from this marker, 1, 2, 3, and work in number 4 in here, and you will have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 square in between. Okay, and that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna work it here. I'm gonna pass my hook to mark that one. I'm gonna create a slip knot, and I want to do a couple of rounds back and forth in the back, already working in here and the decrease in the side of the arm, but in the top of the base of the neck where the collar will go, a little bit higher in the back. Okay, so I'm gonna pass my yarn through. I'm gonna do my first chain with both tail and working yarn. Let's go to the tail, and 1 and 2, that will be 3, and then when you pull the tail, that center chain, it will be the same size as the other one. Now you're gonna go to the post in here, stitch, and you're gonna do a double crochet. You see, I already start working the decrease in that side in there. So now I'm gonna chain 2, and I'm gonna come here to this one, and I'm gonna work a double crochet, recreating those little squares. 1 and 2. Go to the next one, and I'm trying to go to the lower part to see if I can pass it through. Chain 2. Chain 2. And these ones are the ones a little more difficult, but after you do this round, you will work on top of the double crochet right on top. Okay, some of these don't open. If you want, you can open it with a smaller hook or a needle, tapestry needle. You can open the stitch a little bit, and you can pass your hook through. 1 and 2. So you continue working this until you will pass this marker here, because we don't gonna do the opening of the collar yet. A little bit higher, like I mentioned. We're gonna work in here, counting 1, 2, and we're gonna finish in the post in here. If you like, you can place a marker in that one, but just remember, don't go all the way to the center of the underarm. Okay, when I get to this one here, the one before, I'll show you how you're gonna finish and turn your work around and work a few rounds just to create this a little bit higher. Here I'm about to finish. So then the other side, I left 4 square before the markers, 3 square before the marker. Number 4 will be the marker. So that's 1, 2, and 3, and I start in the double crochet or in the stitch after the third square, so I had to finish in here. So what I'm gonna do, I already chained 2, I'm gonna do the double crochet in this one, and I don't gonna finish the double crochet, yarn over, I'm gonna come to this one, and I'm gonna do the decrease in that one, you see, like that. It's sideways, the same way as here at the beginning. Okay, so now you're gonna chain 3. We create the arm opening, chain 3, turn your work around, and you're gonna do a double crochet and this double crochet, and you see it start to go that way. Now chain 2 and a double crochet and this double crochet, chain 2, double crochet and this double crochet, and like that you're going to continue all the way until the end, and I will meet you here to show you how you're going to finish in the other side of the arm. Always chain 2, and now it's easier because you have the double crochet facing up. Okay, I start to go like that. I'm gonna finish here, so I'm gonna chain 2, do the double crochet in here that I'm gonna finish, and go to this one in here, that's on top of the third chain, and the double crochet, close those 3 together, chain 3, 1, 2, and 3, turn my work around, and I finish the second round, and I'm gonna do this one and another one, so in total will be 4, and double crochet here, now chain 2, double crochet, and the same way that I finish here and I start, I will do at the end of this round, come back in here, finish exactly the same, and then turn my work around, and then I will work only in the strap from here to the front in here. Okay, so do those 2 more row, this one and the next one, exactly the same as I show you those 2, and then I will meet you here to work on the strap. I finish in here and I chain 3, and I brought my marker up to the last row, so I had my marker here and that one, and then I did 1, 2, 3, and 4. You see, I still have this marker in here to show you. You see, and there where I had the marker, so I did 1, 2, 3, 4. So now I can bring this one up, straight up. Now I'm gonna work in between the arm opening and the open for the neck to do the strap. So we're gonna do again here, after you chain 3, a double crochet and the next double crochet, chain 2, you're gonna do double crochet, and exactly what you're doing here you're gonna do in the other strap for the other side. And in the front, if you like to do the front a little bit higher, you can do a couple of rounds. Remember I did 4 for the back to make a little bit higher in the back. You can do the same for the front, do those 4, it's up to you. So I'm going to continue doing this until I am 2 space before the marker, or 2 double crochet before the marker. Almost there. I can find the marker already. Okay, so I'm gonna chain 2. I'm gonna do a double crochet in this one that I'm gonna finish, and then I go to the next one. You see where the marker is in the this side double crochet, do the double crochet and close those 3 loops. Again, 1, 2, and 3, and exactly the same as we did for the arm opening, we're doing for the front of the neck or the back of the neck. You're gonna do your double crochet here, 1 and 2. So you have to try this on as you work, because you want to stop doing the arm opening bigger until it's in a perfect place. You don't want to bring this too much out in here, okay? You just want it to be around your arm, okay? So that's something that you have to try as you work. The same for the opening here. You're gonna work until you have a strap like this wide, okay? So you want to have a very even and proportioned strap. So you're gonna continue work on this until you have to before the end, and then you'll do the decrease. I'm gonna do the decrease, I think, for my arm opening in this one, and then the next one that will be the chain 3 and the double crochet, and then in the next round after that one it will be straight. So continue here, almost there. So chain 2, double crochet. Now we're gonna do the decrease again, chain 2. I'm gonna do a double crochet that I don't gonna finish, and I go to the top of this double crochet, do the double crochet, close those 3, chain 3, 1, 2, and 3, turn my work around, do the double crochet in here, and this will be the last decrease for my arm opening, I think, like that. And the next one I will do the double crochet on top of this one, but this time I'm gonna chain 2 and finish that double crochet, okay? But for the front and here, you have to work until this one in here, you chain 2, do this double crochet with a finish, go into this one, a double crochet, you close those 3 loops and turn your work around, and then I will meet you here to work this part in here straight. So I'm gonna show you this one. I turn my work around. That was the last decrease in here at the arm opening, and now you're gonna continue working until you have 2 before the last where you started, or these 2, those 2, you will work until this one, and then those 2 is the decrease for the color. So this double crochet. Now you chain 2, you do this double crochet without finish, and go to this one and double crochet, and close those 3, 1, 2, and 3. Turn your work around, and you're gonna come here, do a double crochet, 1 and 2. Now this time we don't gonna do any decrease in the arm opening, we're gonna work straight, and I want to show you that, okay? And when you finish this one, you will work on the other side of this, exactly the same decrease, exactly everything the same, and then after that we'll work on the front. Okay, so since we're working straight now, and here, do the double crochet, you chain 2 and go to the last one. Here is the last one where you have the chain 3 and the double crochet and the top. You do a double crochet, chain 3, 1, 2 and 3, but this time as we work in straight you have to chain 2 for separation, so that will be 5. Turn your work around and you go to the top of this double crochet and you do your double crochet, and this will be, you see, nice and straight up. Chain 2, so like that, you see, you're going to straighten out, and in here I will finish in these 2, and then I will try around to see if that's the way that I want this to be, the size of the strap, nice and wide. So when I finish here I will let you know. Okay, I'm gonna do my last decrease in the front here, or in the collar. I'm gonna chain 1, 2 and 3, and that will give me 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, 3 plus 2 for separation. That will give me a square for the strap. Okay, 1 and 2. So after you finish the strap, you will work on the other one exactly the same, and you will give the length to the strap according to your body. Okay, you have to measure this on yourself, because I don't know the thickness of your arm, if you want this very loose long strap or short nice and high. So here I'm going to do the last one, 1 and 2, yarn over, and you're going to come from the lower part up, 1, 2, and in the third chain you're going to do a double crochet. Chain 3 plus 2, 1, 2, 3 plus 2, that's 5. Turn your work around, and then you're going to do the same. One and 2 again, 1 and 2, double crochet, double crochet, 1 and 2, double crochet, and we are at the last space. So you're going to chain 2, you see the chain 5, 1, 2, and the third chain you do your double crochet. Again you will chain 1, 2, 3 plus 2 for separation, and you will turn your work around, and you will work on those until you have the desired length. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 little square, and the other strap will have to be the same with those 8 squares. Okay, so I'm gonna work off camera and then I will do the next one. I finished the strap and I left the tail long enough just in case I have to do one more round. But remember, the strap don't look that long in here, but in here is where it counts, because I did those extra row in here for higher up in the back. So look at how big is that arm opening in here. Okay, so I'm gonna start in here. Okay, and top of this double crochet, leaving those chain 3 and the outside, I will chain 3 and I do a double crochet in here. That will be the decrease, and then I will work until this one, and then I will do the double crochet without finishing, and I will do the double crochet to finish in here for the decrease, and I will do exactly the same as I did in this one to the one in the back. Remember, you have to count how many decrease you did for the opening of the arm after you stop working the entire row. It was in this little piece here, so I did, counting this one, 1, 2, 3, and I stopped doing the decrease in the arm opening. And then I did 2 more of decrease in the front, and this for the neck, 2 more decrease, and then I did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 row without any decrease, just straight. I'm gonna show you how you're gonna start at the back, the other strap. I'm gonna do my slip knot. I'm gonna come here and top. You see, you had your chain 3 and you had the double crochet. You go to work in the double crochet. I'm gonna pass the loop. I'm gonna chain 1 with both strands. Let go to the tail, and do 2 more, 1 and 2. As you look at this, that one is bigger, but as you pull the tail, that center one will be smaller. So you have to continue with the decrease. So you will have to do now a double crochet on top of this double crochet with no chain space in between. Now you chain 2, double crochet on top of double crochet, chain 2, double crochet and top of double crochet, and like that you're going to continue until you have 2 double crochet before the space of the marker. Okay, so here I have 2 double crochet before the space of the marker, so I'm going to chain 2. I'm going to do a double crochet in here that I'm going to finish, yarn over, go to the next double crochet, do a double crochet, close those 3 loops, chain 1, 2 and 3, turn your work around, do the double crochet on top of this double crochet, and again 1, 2, double crochet, 1, 2, double crochet. So this will be the second round or row or decrease that you're going to do in here for the arm opening. So you will come to this double crochet, you do the double crochet, chain 2, do a double crochet in here that you're going to finish, do a double crochet, you're going to finish on top of this one. That will be the second row. And then again you will chain 3 and do the double crochet and the next double crochet, and that will be the third decrease that you have to do in here. So you will do the decrease here, you come back, you will work straight in here for 2 rows in the in this side of the arm, and decrease in here. After that, when you have 8 at this square, you will work those 8 until you have the same length as the other. Remember, you will have to do this row here, decrease, and the next row decrease in here, and then you will do the decrease only in the front until you have 8 little square left. So I decided to show you the last decrease. So it will be in this row and the next one at the end of the arm opening. So you're going to do the double crochet here that you don't going to finish, yarn over, go to the last double crochet, and here do your double crochet. You're going to close those 3. Now you chain 3, 1, 2 and 3, turn your work around, and you're going to do the double crochet in here, and that is the last decrease in the arm. Chain 2, double crochet, chain 2, double crochet. So you will continue working until this one here. You will chain 2, do the double crochet without finish, and yarn over and do the double crochet without finish here. You will chain 3 and do the double crochet, and then in this side at the end, when you do this double crochet, you will chain 2 and you will do a double crochet on top of this double crochet, because now you want to go straight in this side. Okay, and then you will do the decrease only in the inside part of the collar until you have this little square, and then you will go straight, just like this one. Okay, so you can guide yourself in here like so. See, that's the last decrease, and the next one it will be straight. Here I'm gonna finish a chain 2, and I'm gonna do the last double crochet on top of this last double crochet. So now I will start working straight, and here, so you'll chain 1, 2, 3 plus 2 for separation is 5. You will turn your work around, and then you will work and do the last decrease and the center of the collar, you know, and here. And it's easy to count if you count like this. You come to this one that you already finished, you put it like this, and you see you still have the marker there. You count 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. The next one is a square, so you have here 1, 2, 3, 4. You will do the decrease here, that will be decrease number 5. So you will do your double crochet in here, chain 2, double crochet that you don't want to finish, and a double crochet in here, and then you will chain 3 plus 5 for separation because that was the last decrease in here. And then you will work straight those 8 square until you have the same amount as the other one. So I finished the back strap. I'm gonna work in the front, but for the front I don't gonna do those extra 4 row to make it higher. I'm just gonna start with the decrease from the arm to the collar in this row. The only thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna move 1 stitch over. So in here I left 3, and then I did the chain. Now I'm gonna leave 4 and do the chain. And that stitch that I move over, I'm gonna move it over here. And here, if you look, I finish. Here I have the marker, and that stitch before the marker, and this one we're gonna finish 1 stitch after the marker. Okay, that way it's a little more close here in the front. Okay, so I'm gonna show you. So see the one where the marker is, I don't want to count. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and then this one I want to place my chain with a 2. Then I pull the tail, make it smaller, and then go to this stitch and do a double crochet, and that's the first decrease already. You see, 1, 2. So remember, since we've done those row, it's a little more difficult to put the double crochet in these stitches like the first row or the other one. Because here the stitches are sideways. 1, 2. 1, 2. So you're gonna work this until you get to this space here, leaving the 2 stitch, one before and after the marker. Open. I will meet you there then. I'm gonna do my chain 2, and you see I have the stitch before and after the marker is what I'm gonna do the decrease. I'm gonna come here, do my double crochet that I'm gonna finish and over, go to the stitch after the marker, do the double crochet, close to 3, chain 3, 1, 2, and 3, turn my work around, and you're gonna continue working your decrease back and forth. Remember, you will do a couple extra decrease in the collar more than the opening for the arm, like the front, like the back of the piece, sorry. You're gonna work until you have 8. Once you have 8, you will work those 8 until you have the same amount of row as the one in the back. That has to be even the length, okay, per front and back. So I will meet you here when I have done that part to show you what it looks like. But remember, here you will do the decrease again, and back you do the decrease, and back and forth, okay? making sure that you have the same amount of decrease in here and in here as you will have in the other side. So I did that strap, and then we start one stitch over, you see, that make the difference in having this a little more to the front and this one more straight in the back, and in here like so, you see. So it has the same length and everything. Now we're going to work exactly the same in the other one, and after I'm going to sew them in the shoulder exactly the same way that we sew this part together, the two ends of this. We're going to sew the shoulders, and after, if you like, you can do a border of single crochet or the crab stitch on the in this part of the arm opening and all around the neck. Okay, I did the sewing in the shoulder exactly the same way as I did here when I sewed these two parts together, because you're matching a square with a square, and so it's in here nice and even. Now I'm doing one round of single crochet all the way around the neck and the arm. I will do the round of single crochet. That way it's a better finish to the blouse. Okay, it will have really nice in here. Okay, so I will do that and I will show you the end result. Once you finish with the border, it will be like this, and this is the leftover thread from 5 balls. So I will put it on my mannequin, but I know in my mannequin I'm gonna be a little bit big because my mannequin is from the small to medium size, and this one is a large size. So I love this design. The combination of the two stitches is amazing. Well, this is the end result, and I love this blouse. The combination of these two crochet stitches is perfect. And the flowers in the top with the filet crochet and the fantasy leaf stitch in the lower part. This blouse is a size large, so it's a little bit big in my mannequin. If you would like to do a long sleeve for this blouse, what you do, and instead of doing the round of single crochet all the way around the sleeve and here, what you do is in the lower part you chain 3 plus 2 and do a double crochet on top of each double crochet, creating these little squares all the way around. But for mine, I want it like this because here in Canada we spend 3/4 of the year almost with long sleeves, so the little bit of good weather that we have, I like it to have no long sleeve covering my arms. So I hope you guys like it, and give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you're not already a subscriber. And if you like this blouse, that you can make it a dress if you give it more length, or a bikini cover up, and you make any of those and want to send me some picture, you can do it through my Facebook page, Ruby Stemman Crochet, or my Instagram, Ruby Stemman Crochet. Please share my video with friends and family. That way you help me grow here in YouTube. I wish you have a beautiful day.